In a tranquil mountain monastery nestled among towering pines, there lived a Zen master named Ryo-tan. He was renowned for his wisdom and ability to guide even the most troubled souls toward peace. Students from far and wide journeyed to study under him, seeking answers to life's deepest questions and hoping to learn the art of mindfulness. One day, a new student arrived at the monastery. His name was Akio, and he was not like the other students. He was quick-tempered, argumentative, and found fault with nearly everything and everyone around him. He interrupted lessons, belittled his fellow students, and frequently questioned the teachings of Master Ryo-tan with sarcasm and disdain. The other students soon grew frustrated with Akio. They would often whisper about him behind his back, wondering why the master did not expel such a disruptive presence. Surely, they reasoned, his behavior is a disturbance to the harmony of the monastery. One evening, after a particularly tense meditation session in which Akio had loudly criticized the practice, a group of students approached Master Ryo-tan. "Master," one of them spoke hesitantly, "why do you tolerate Akio? His constant disruptions are making it hard for us to focus on our studies. Would it not be better for the peace of the monastery if he were asked to leave?" Ryo-tan listened carefully, a serene smile on his face before responding. "I understand your concerns, and it is true that Akio's presence challenges the harmony of this place. But tell me, how do you view harmony? Is it the absence of difficulty, or something that can exist amidst it?" The students exchanged confused glances. Ryo-tan continued, "Imagine a stone placed in a flowing river. The water does not stop moving because of the stone. It simply flows around it, adapting to its presence. In this way, the river does not lose its course. Should we not aim to be like the river?" Still puzzled, the students nodded in quiet deference and went back to their quarters. But the question lingered in their minds. How could they be like the river when Akio was more like a boulder, obstructing everything? Weeks passed and Akio's behavior remained the same. The students grew more and more frustrated, but Master Ryo-tan never once lost his patience. One day, Ryo-tan called Akio to meet with him in the monastery garden, where the cherry blossoms had begun to bloom. As they walked through the garden, Ryo-tan said, "Akio, I have observed your struggles here. It seems the teachings do not resonate with you, and you are often in conflict with your fellow students. Why do you remain in this place if it causes you such discomfort?" Akio was caught off guard by the master's question, but answered honestly, "I don't know, master. I suppose I came here to find peace, but all I find is more frustration. The students are too compliant, too passive. Your teachings don't make sense to me. I feel like an outsider." Ryo-tan stopped and looked at Akio kindly. "The frustration you feel does not come from the teachings or the students. It comes from within you. Difficult people, difficult situations. These are not disturbances. They are mirrors, showing us parts of ourselves that we have yet to understand." Akio frowned, unsure of what the master meant. "To deal with difficult people," Ryo-tan continued, "we must first deal with the difficulty within ourselves. You see the other students as passive and compliant because that is what you resist most in yourself. You argue not because they are wrong, but because you are afraid of stillness. You challenge my teachings because you are uncomfortable with what you might find if you accept them. This is not a criticism, only an observation." Akio was silent, his usual bravado softened by the master's words. Ryo-tan smiled and added, "There will always be difficult people in life. We cannot control their actions, but we can control our reactions. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, see them as teachers. They show you the parts of yourself that need attention and growth." In the days that followed, Akio's attitude slowly began to change. He became quieter, more contemplative. He still struggled at times, but the sharp edge of his resistance dulled. The other students, too, began to see him in a different light. They no longer saw Akio as an obstacle, but as a fellow traveler on the same path, each of them reflecting the challenges they carried within. Through this experience, Master Ryotan taught them all a profound truth. Dealing with difficult people is not about changing them, but about understanding and changing ourselves. The harmony we seek must come from within, like the river flowing around the stone, unperturbed, adaptable, and at peace.